Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here, and let's take a look at an interesting game from 1970. Parker Brothers Prediction Rod. Prediction Rod combines the age-old mysteries of the divining rod and lodestone to produce psychomagnetic results. Scan the board with perfectly balanced prediction rod to test your powers of clairvoyance, telepathy, and precognition. And here's what the game looks like when it's set up. And this is from 1970. And it's amazing the kind of quality stuff that was out there in the 70s when people apparently had some sort of consciousness instead of, then it went to Trivial Pursuit, and now we have an Italian guy who bounces up and down like a plumber. So the whole idea is between video games, which are pretty much, they're okay as a basic thing to numb your mind and do nothing with. I guess it's worked. Look at the average person. So here we have, and there we go. Apparently, Reuben Clammer and Associates are the of what they've mentioned here. So this was, of course, done by someone who was intelligent, knew what they were doing, and apparently, here we go, another Jewish mind coming into to create stuff because too many other morons. But it's a really fascinating game that has some secret things in it. In terms of, there are little tricks in the board here. Let me see if I can look at it. Where did I feel this in here? I thought there were I believe there are actually little magnets in here to make this game more interesting. But, it's quite interesting, and you get a very interesting rod here. And here's the rod and how it attaches. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this one-handed here too well. But it comes with this nice plastic insert. Here's the instructions. And what's interesting about the instructions, and we're going to photocopy these, and we'll have this up on our website if people want to download copies of this for a few pennies. Because a lot of people may have these games and don't have the instructions. It's very common. The origins of the prediction rod. Among ancient forms of divination, two very closely related Belomansky, in which an arrow was tossed in the air so that a person could start in the direction towards which it was finally pointed. So, there are many types of divination. Arrows were used for a long time. You don't hear much about that anymore. Just reading this again, it just came to my mind. And there also was randomy, never even heard of that, when a wand served a similar purpose, where people would throw a wand. So there's many of these. It probably is endless. People used what was around, and of course, divination's always been very popular, whether it's tarot cards, runes, oghams, and other things. Meanwhile, however, the early practitioners of this type of divination, the Chaldeans and the Persians, had carried it into Scythia, the region north of the Black Sea, and from there it eventually reached some of the Germanic tribes. So, but it goes on and on with this explanation. I don't think anybody cares about this stuff, but quite a nice little introduction. It shows that they were very serious about this particular, this is a great game, can we call it that? But basically what this is that, too many things are looked at as, quote, toys, instead of looked at properly as fun ways to learn stuff. You can use Battleship as a fantastic psychic training game, remote viewing tool. And of course, so you've got this, you've got your instructions. Let's go through this a little more. But, very well done. You can see these people really cared about this. Then it gives you questions, suggested questions for the full reading. So you can make readings here. I mean, I'm not going to go into, as I said, everybody finds this stuff very boring in the bigger picture. And if you don't have the game, it really doesn't mean anything. But you can find these on eBay quite frequently. And usually they run about $20 to $25. But it gives you a whole system here of divination, clairvoyance, using your ESP. So, I mean, this is just as good. This is better than using tarot cards or runes or anything else. Here's how the actual little rod is set up. I mean, really some fantastic work went into this. You can see these people are very serious about what they're doing and putting it together into tonight. They even made the plastic here kind of look like marble. Let's see if we can get back to that setup here so you kind of see what the main... Here's the main rod, and this is... it balances this, and we're going to put that together here in a minute, and I'll show it to you as best I can. And it actually balances this kind of arrow type thing as a pointer. I mean, this is a great little dowsing tool. So, if you want to get a unique, great dowsing tool, well, look for this on eBay. Again, it's Prediction Rod. And these usually run anywhere from $15 to $35. They are getting pretty rare. Got to remember, this is, what is that now? 1970, 30, 20, 53 years old. Unbelievable. And of course, as I said, you've got these really fine instructions. It tells you how to divine for many things, how to do divination. And it's got these different actual cardboard. And these are put up in different areas for you to divine them. What do they mean? Where you would put them on the different circles here, and then you would use them to define. I'm not going to go into how it's used and everything else. It has no value to you unless you have the game. And if you have the game, you should be able to have the instructions as well. If you don't have the instructions, contact me. Check the website link, and you can download them so that you can have that. So we do this with lots of games and instructions for radionic instruments and other things. Now, when we look at this, you'll see that this in the front here, if I can hold it, basically that's a little magnet in there. And this is a magnet on the other end. But it also gives it balance. And I'm going to put this together here and come right back. So here it is. You're holding the two things very much like you would hold a dowsing rod, particularly a V rod or even L rods where you hold them in both hands. Well, you hold this in both hands, and then you could use this as a traditional L rod, which I've tried this, and it works very, very good. So these little things that are used in this shouldn't be looked at as toys. They're very valuable tools, and this is a fantastic training tool for divination, using pendulums, anything that requires setting something up. I believe, as you can see here, now they have stuff on the board here, which is a little tricky, but there's actually, like right there as that fell down, there's a magnet there, I believe, and this is kind of helping the process of the game because it draws energy down there. But magnets are magnetism. If you put them very close, obviously they pull you down. If you don't, it does help stimulate the rod to kind of move you on and to tap into the electromagnetic fields or whatever fields that are out there for that. Most of this stuff is not electromagnetic. People think it is. All these energies are on a whole different spectrum. But you get these cards, and you can divine what they are. Here's one of these zodiac cards. And on the other side here, this is Gemini. So you could go over this, and you would ask the question or find out, get the correct answer. What is the zodiac sign underneath this? And you can divine what's there. So what a fantastic, you got to give credit to the people who put this together, Parker Brothers for making it, whoever designed it. I'm assuming it's that one particular person there I just mentioned, that Reuben Clammer. And here we go with these great instructions. All sorts of 3 types of tests with the prediction rod. And psychic cards, which are these cards up here as well. So really, really cool, people. I recommend this highly. Remember, these things are very old. And let's turn over some of these cards. We can kind of look what they are on the other side. There's numbers. Look at this. Is the kind of fantastic training that if you get something like this and take it seriously and use it as a training tool is super fun. Now, I'm a fun trainer guy. It's so boring, as they taught you in high school, by those gym teachers who like to smell your underwear and look at you showering. Your typical gym teacher, probably from Illinois. So the whole idea is that you have these kind of realities out there. So instead of learning boring, dumb ways that nobody really cares about and doesn't learn much, you have to make it fun. And I've made many, many fun tools, and people pretty much have ignored them, which is to your own detriment. This is a great way to learn. This is a great way to teach your children. This is a great way to teach your maid or someone who's not that interested. Well, here's a fun way of doing things instead of watching video games. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm going to have to go now. Gilligan's Island's on. He's making a car out of palm trees. Woo! So, those are the kind of things we run into. So here's a great thing that you can actually get involved with. Use it. That's fun. I don't see why anybody wouldn't be into this as a fun little experience instead of picking their nose or watching Mario jump around in a fake land. But of course, that's the kind of reality we live in. So it's very cool. Here's the front of it again. I think everybody should get one of these, use it as a training tool. And you'll find that when you use stuff like this, that you become very, very proficient at dowsing and predictions, where you would never do that using just a pendulum, getting boring L rods that are just really a piece of bent copper wire, and walking around your property. That doesn't teach you much. This will teach you. This will bring you to high levels of proficiency that is very, very difficult to find, and very, very difficult to get any kind of tools that'll help you that way. Here's an entire training tool, an entire course with a beautiful book that you can get probably for $20 to $35. Gee, is there any excuses? Go get one now. Run out there and get one of these, and you'll find out how quick you can master this and very important skill. Now, if you can't divine, if you can't use pendulums, pretty much any kind of other subtle energy, or I should say, soul force energy units that are out there, anything that does with the non-physical forces that are very strong, but you have to train yourself to sense them. So the whole idea is like a magnetic field, that you could walk through a magnetic field that'll kill you, but you would never sense it. So sensing all these kind of fields and energies is the key to excelling. Secondly, you got to be able to test stuff you get. Are you buying toxic crap, stuff that's going to hurt you and your family, that won't heal you but hurt you, that may be filled with demonic energies? Well, I'm afraid this is a very common thing. The negative people of this world have decided to use all the metaphysical fields and go into these fields and pervert everybody in them so that they hurt you. This was started mainly, but it's been going on for years, by Carl Weltz and his Magitech organization to poison you with orgonite. This continues to this day with a bunch of suckers selling his garbage and even using his garbage system. So this is what happens. Check everything you get. And to do that, you have to be sensitive enough to the field. It's as simple as that. Hope you've enjoyed. More to come.